Here we are. We are officially live. Here we go again, guys. I'm sure you did miss me. Did you? Anyway, welcome TikTok, which is my backup camera. Welcome YouTube and welcome Instagram over there, up there. Ciao, Darmis, and welcome to our format that we explore 2 weeks ago, last week. I can't remember, so many things happening between, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, the format is called Turn Fears of Public Speaking into Fuel live classes. Every Monday we gather here at 3 p.m. for a quick and impactful 15 minutes class designed to boost your confidence as a yoga teacher and a public speaker. If you missed the previous classes, you can find them on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can also watch the full masterclass on turning fears into fuel by clicking the link in this video. For those new here, I'm Faye, a passionate yoga teacherpreneur on a mission to empower you with the strength, confidence, and competence to transform your teaching into an inspiring force and your knowledge into a thriving business. Today, we are talking about the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking. Public speaking can be unpredictable. We all know that. And whether it's a tough question or an unexpected technical problem, our ability to adapt sets us apart as speaker. Today, we uncover 3 causes of the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking, its impact, and practical strategy for overcoming it. Let's start step by step to focus on identifying the problem or the root cause of the problem. Let's explore together the key reasons behind the fear of unexpected situations in public speaking. What are the specific causes or triggers that you might experience? First, fear of audience reactions. One of the main sources of fear is worrying about how the audience might respond. How many times have you thought, what if a student or my audience member throw me off with a tough question? This anxiety isn't limited to being on stage. It can also happen in everyday interaction. For example, I remember very clearly once being on an interview, and the interviewer was asking me, what was the most challenging moment in your teaching career? What was the most challenging moment you have faced as a yoga teacher? Something like that. I froze because I had never thought about my experience from that perspective as a yoga teacher. This type of situation can induce stress. I felt very stressed when we feel underprepared or cut off guard, and it happens to the best of us. And I'm not saying that I'm the best, but it happens to all of us. The second cause is limited experience in thinking on the spot. This issue is closely related to the fear of audience reaction. A major challenge for many of us is not feeling confident in our ability to think quickly on our feet. In my experience, I realized that the question wasn't the real problem. Rather, it was my discomfort with the unexpected that caused me to stumble. Over time, I've learned that it's not about having the perfect answer, but about developing confidence in handling uncomfortable situation or anticipating questions. So ask yourself right here, right now, what's your strategy when you faced with something completely unexpected? How do you face that moment? It's not about having that perfect answer, as I said, but how do you handle that situation mostly? Not having a plan B. Another common reason for public speaking anxiety is not having a backup plan. When things don't go accordingly to script, it can lead to a feeling of panic or freezing in front of an audience. We can't always predict what will happen. This is for sure. But having a plan B can help us feel more grounded and prepared. Let's move into the consequences of those problems. What are the negative effects of not addressing the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking? Let's take a closer look of how those fears can manifest in real life situations. First, the fear of audience reaction can lead to nervousness, and also this can lead to loss of credibility or authority. When you're worried about how the audience will react, it often results in visible nervousness. Unfortunately, this can lead to a loss of credibility. Even if you are well prepared, being visible anxious, being visible nervous can make your audience doubt about your expertise. This is especially true when you struggle to maintain your composure or stumble through responses or stumble over words or forgetting lines. The perception of nervousness can overshadow the hard work and knowledge you bring to the table. The second consequence is limited experience in thinking on the spot can cause to freezing or forgetting content, as we just mentioned. Without enough practice in thinking on your feet, it's easy to freeze up when confronted with an unexpected situation, with an unexpected question. This can cause you to forget important parts of your content or lose focus during a crucial moment, like a Q&A session, which is the most important part, is where people have doubt and they want to have answers of that. The feeling of embarrassment can follow that, and that can lead to lack of confidence even further, creating a cycle where fear builds upon fear, and it goes on and on and on again. Last consequence, not having a plan B can cause to inability to adapt when things go off script. Not having a backup plan can lead you sorry. Sorry, Instagram people, was a bit shaky. Not having a backup plan can leave you vulnerable when things don't go as expected. For instance, if there is a tech failure or someone asking you a tricky question, what do you do? What is the plan that you are taking upon your presentation? Without the flexibility to adapt, minor setbacks can turn into major issues, making you feel overwhelmed and leading to a less effective performance. But let's go into solution for overcoming the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking. What are the actionable steps to overcome the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking? First, practice adaptability exercises. One of the most effective ways to deal with an unexpected situation is to train for them. Just like we strengthen the muscle or we train for specific yoga asanas, we can strengthen our mental flexibility. Try these simple exercises. For example, while preparing for your next talk, for your next yoga class, intentionally throw in an unexpected change, like switching a topic last minute or practicing with interruption, practicing with a beginner mindset. So if someone show up to your class, you prepare an intermediate class, and someone that is beginner show up to your class, how do you deal with it? I want you to practice that for the next 7 days before the next live class. So I would love to know how you went in 7 days. Practice impromptu Q&A session. The more you practice responding to off-the-cut questions, the easier it becomes. Grab a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, whatever, and ask them to throw random question at you when you do your presentation, when you present your yoga class. The more uncomfortable, the better. This builds you confidence to handle anything. Practice with people that can trigger those questions that they make you a little bit uncomfortable. That's how you practice adaptability. So have a backup plan. That's a great tip. Always have a plan B. If you lose your place, have a mental reset point where you can pick up upon. It can be a key message, a story you know well. When you have a plan B, you're less likely to panic when things go off the script. For me, it's a story. A story that fit into the theme. If I lose track, that's exactly what I squeeze in. A story that kind of implement something related to the theme of the class or presentation. And then last solution of today, which is my fourth one, use humor and practice humor. Humor is a powerful tool to diffuse tension. If sometimes unexpected happens, acknowledge it with a smile or light joke. I'm Italian. English is not my first language. And whenever I do a mistake, even on my live classes, all I do is to smile and continue. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. We're not here to be perfect. We're not here to honor our perfectionism. We're here to honor the fact that we're showing up. Right? This not only relaxes you, but also puts your audience at ease. When we honor imperfection, we honor and also inspire people to do that as well, because none of us is perfect. Anyway, does anyone have any question? I'm more than happy to reply to your questions later on in the chat. So if you want to drop a comment in the chat, I'm more than happy to reply to your questions later on. Remember, to master the unexpected, you need to practice adaptability. Prepare your impromptu Q&A question and have a backup plan. And most likely, practice humor. I love to hear from you. Share your biggest takeaway or small action you'll take today or this week to overcome the fear of unexpected situation in public speaking. Public speaking is a powerful tool that breaks down barriers, dispels fears, and fosters an environment where voices are not just heard, but celebrated. It goes beyond the stage, shaping careers, enhancing leadership, and empowering you to connect more deeply with your students, with your audience. At Elevated Yoga Teaching with Public Speaking, our mission is to empower yoga teachers to discover their authentic voice through the transformative power of public speaking, skill communication, and authentic storytelling. We envision a world where public speaking isn't just a skill, but a catalyst for growth. We believe that every yoga teacher, regardless of their background and experience, should feel confident and competent and capable when stepping into the spotlight. Join me next Monday to turn your fears of public speaking into fuel and step into the confident, competent yoga teacher and public speaker you have always desired to become. Until next Monday, stay dramatically different. Ciao for now.